What is going on, guys? Bottom is 4G. So today I wanted to make a quick up-to-date Fortnite Save the World VBucks guide because they've actually made some changes, some pretty big positive changes to how you can earn Save the World VBucks, especially if you're someone who's never actually played through Save the World that much. Maybe you bought it a while ago, but you never really played it or whatever. There has never been a better time to grind out Fortnite Save the World VBucks. Now, right off the bat, I unfortunately have to make it very clear that you do need to have a founder's account in order to earn V-Bucks. Otherwise, you will only earn X-ray tickets for doing the exact same stuff. Now, the requirement of being a founder was that you had to buy the game before June 2020. Before that, it was technically an early access, and anybody who bought it was considered a founder. And after that, they started selling Save the World contained within a skin bundle. So if you ever bought a skin bundle or a skin pack that came with Save the World and that's how you have access to it, unfortunately, you probably do not have a founder's account. But for everybody who does have a founder's account, if you've been around for a while, I wanted to go over this because, like I said, there's some pretty positive changes. So how do we actually earn Save the World V-Bucks? Let's just get right into that. There's a couple different ways, but let's go over the recurring ones. They replenish and they technically never run out. So for an example, the daily quests. The daily quests are probably the best way out of everything so far that you definitely want to focus on. Every single day you log into Save the World, it has to be Save the World. You can't just log into Fortnite. It has to specifically be Save the World. You will get one daily quest unless you have 3 of them, because they do in fact stack. So if you log in every single day for 3 days in a row, or it doesn't have to be in a row, but if you log in 3 days, you can stack up these daily quests and then you can complete them after that. If you just wanted to do it all at once every 3 days instead of every single day, that is definitely an option as long as you log in. Otherwise, you won't get the daily quest. But what some of these quests are, for an example, would be very simple things like complete 3 missions as a soldier, for an example, or the other classes. Destroy 20 TVs. That's also another one. These are very simple things, and usually they will give you a hint on where you can find these particular items. If it's destroyed TVs, arcade cabinets, whatever it might be, it will give you a hint in which biome you want to go into in order to complete it. So for an example, if it is destroy 20 TVs, it usually says often found in suburban zones. I usually just go into Stonewoods to keep it simple and easy, and also that's what the majority of people have unlocked, and you can complete your quest. Now, one of the things that changed is you don't actually have to complete the entire mission anymore in order to have your daily quest progress saved. You can just destroy all 20 TVs, for an example, or whatever your quest is, and back out of the game. Or if it's even explore 3 different areas, all you have to do is fill out the map in one game, back out, and then do it 2 more times, and you can get the reward for completing that. I usually just hold off and just save that for another day and let them stack and then do it all at once, so I can do a bunch of missions all at once, but you just get them all done pretty easily. Now, I would recommend, if you're going to back out of the games, I would recommend doing it in a no-fill lobby. It's not very fair to do that and then leave when your teammates are probably just trying to play the game normally. Now, another thing with the daily quests is they actually increase the V-Buck count, which is another reason I'm making this video. They actually increased them because V-Bucks are now forced into increments of 50, and Save the World actually rewarded you with a variety of different numbers. For an example, daily quests could give you 80 V-Bucks, 90 V-Bucks, 130, and what they actually did instead is they just rounded up. So if it's 80, it gives you 100, 90 now gives you 100, 130, it'll actually give you 150. So it's just rounding to the nearest increment of 50 now, and I think that is absolutely amazing, because even though that might not sound like that much, that is definitely a huge buff, especially if you complete these every single day for a long duration of time. That will definitely add up. So V-Bucks have been buffed, and that doesn't just go for the daily quests, that also goes for the timed missions, which are another amazing way that we can earn V-Bucks in Save the World. Timed missions don't happen every single day, but when they do happen, there could be one mission, a couple missions. It's kind of random. The best way to find out, in my opinion, is go to freethevbucks.com. I'm not sponsored by this website or anything like that. It's just something I've been using for many years at this point, and it's just usually the best way. It'll tell you at the very top of the website, these are the different missions. If there's nothing there, then that means that there's no missions for the day. But when there are missions, it'll tell you the exact power level. You just go to that specific mission, look for the power level on the map, and you can usually find, it'll say timed rewards, and it'll have a timer next to it, and V-Bucks if there are V-Bucks for that mission. It is pretty awesome, and they also have been upgraded to 50. So the way it used to work is in Stonewood, V-Buck missions used to be 25, Plankerton 30, Candy Valley 35, and Twine Peaks 40 V-Bucks, and they actually just went across the board and increased all of these up to 50, which is fantastic. It means that anytime they have timed missions, you're going to be earning a lot more. I mean, if you complete a Stonewood mission, you're earning literally double the V-Bucks that you were before. Now, they did say that they are going to be reducing the amount of missions overall in order to balance this out, but they did say that this also should provide far more value and be a lot more efficient, which means overall we should be earning more V-Bucks, and also on top of that, you won't have to complete as many missions as before, because for example, before they buffed it, you would complete 3 or 4 timed missions and get the exact same amount of V-Bucks, or even less than what we would have gotten before. If you had to complete, for example, 3 V-Buck missions, now you can get about the same amount of V-Bucks just for completing 2. And this helps with burnout a lot so that you can still keep playing the game without having to grind and grind and grind. It is a fantastic improvement, and I think this is a huge win. I'm very glad that they improved it. Now, I did say that there was other ways that you can earn them. I'm just going to go over them really quickly. These are limited, so once you've completed them, you won't be able to get any more. But the other ways that you can earn them are from completing your side quests, and side quests are a great way. Basically things like completing your storm shield defenses, which as you progress through the story, you'll actually be able to complete more and more storm shield defenses. I believe you get 100 V-Bucks each time you do it. And then also there are things like eliminate mimics, and mimics are basically just chests that you can find around the map that are actually monsters. Go up to them, eliminate them, and you will make progress towards those quests. There's other quests as well, but those are just some examples. You can complete those over time, but they're not as worth your time as the daily quests and the timed missions. Now, one more thing I do want to say about the timed missions is that you do have to complete the story a bit because you have to unlock the different sections of the map if you want to unlock as many V-Buck missions as possible. For an example, if there's one in Twine Peaks, that is the final zone that you unlock. Well, if you don't have it unlocked, or if you're not a high enough power level, you can't really complete that. So I would highly recommend you go through the story and play through that if you want to earn the most amount of V-Bucks possible. But anyways, that is going to wrap up this video. It's a little longer than I thought it would be, to be completely honest, but regardless, what do you guys think about this? Will you be grinding for Fortnite Save the World V-Bucks? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you're new here and you like videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you would like to support me, you can use code YouTubeIt's4G in the Fortnite item shop. I do get a small portion of that sale if you do use my code. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.